So Cleveland will get the first possession. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. O'Neal is out there with Roy Hibbert. Then it's Curry. Then there's West. And it's George in at the 2. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Ilgauskas. Back to James. Just 5 to shoot.
And on defense, Curry's quickness really pays off. Able to stay all over the shooter.
The 3 from George. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Pavlovich passes to SGA. Here's LeBron. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Curry looking around. George with the bounce pass. Curry with the bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wembanyama. And here's James outside. LeBron with another miss. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. James against George. West kicks to Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Into the lane. And the dunk by SGA.
And a 3-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
Pass to George. Offensive rebound.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouls.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
Nobody is going to outwork David West. He plays the game hard and smart and tough. A double-double threat every night.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Wembanyama passes to Ilgauskas. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. And Curry pulls it down. Now the Pacers with it. And here's George for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to LeBron. 6 to shoot. Back to SGA. No good on the triple. And George kicks to Curry. West outside. Now here is George. Shoots over James. And there's Paul George on the assist from David West.
The mid-range, no problem for PG. He's really improved as a shooter.
Pass to LeBron. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's a very good look and converts. SGA's got 6 points.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Curry against SGA. Hibbert, the pass to O'Neal. And here is Curry. SGA defending.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside, James. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Pass to Curry. West outside. And here's George. West outside. Back to George. Over LeBron. George, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Stolen by O'Neal. Outside Curry. Shaq a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Shaq. Oh, the jam by O'Neal.
Oh, a big man with a big finish.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Pacers. They lead by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop and the opposing team scoring.
On the court for Indiana, George is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's West in at the 3 spot. Oh, Curry is so dangerous in transition. And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Hibbert in the high post. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's George. It's rebounded by Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. James sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. James up top, defended by George. LeBron kicks to SGA. What focus by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
Pass to George. Back to Curry. Lots of room. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Look, when the defense leaves the mid-range open like that, you've got to punish them, or they'll keep letting you shoot it.
The shot by LeBron, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Boy, an immovable, unstoppable force around the rim. You don't want to be on the receiving end of a Shaq attack.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Cavaliers breaker dance crew.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pavlovich passes to SGA. Shoots from 14, and it's Shaq with the rebound. Pacers leading by 4. Curry with it. 6 points for him. To the paint. Here's Shaq. O'Neal, something else inside. Wow.
Take a look at how Shaq owns the paint. Nobody's getting in his way inside.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Here's Curry. Pass to George. Back to Curry. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Now here's LeBron. And James throws it down hard.
Oh, my. The athleticism of James is on another level.
George passes to Hibbert. Here's Curry. All sorts of time. It's rebounded by Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to SGA. Now here's LeBron. Back to SGA. Dead-eye shooting from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, the playmaking skills of James. This young guy is already all about making his teammates better.
Curry dishes to George. And here is West. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one is on Ilgauskas.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And that one misses. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for Cleveland. Trailing by 5. SGA with the bucket.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now here's Curry. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Pacers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Gilgeous-Alexander out there with LeBron James. Then it's Sasha Pavlovich. Then there's Ilgauskas. And it's Wembanyama in at the power forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Looking almost automatic. For a guy that skipped college, James is pretty polished.
Back to Curry. No one near him. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Curry's got 12 in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Ilgauskas. And the jam by Ilgauskas.
And not a long trip to the rim for Ilgauskas, using that reach to just hammer it down.
SGA against Curry. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And here's SGA. 13 points in the game. Pass to James. Back to SGA. No good. Dismiss, number 4 in 10 shots. The Pacers with the lead. Curry passes to George. Back to Curry. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Pavlovich with the rebound. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Wembanyama's got his first 3 points of the game. And Shaq gets it to go.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Pass to LeBron. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's Cleveland.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And so the ball out of bounds. Hibbert touched it last.
Look, the intentions were good. I like the unselfishness, but the execution, a lot to be desired.
The Cavaliers leading. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. For the three. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Hibbert the bounce pass. Curry outside. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to James. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Proving he's got some range. Impressive seeing James come through from deep.
Curry passes to George. Back to Curry. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
James against George. LeBron steps it home.
Making it look all too easy. James rises up with such aggressiveness on those dunks.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
46 seconds left in the third. Curry on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Down low, Hibbert. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Well, he's not the quickest leaper. He actually doesn't leap that well at all, but Hibbert still can power his way to the rim.
Pass to LeBron from past the arc. The Pacers pull it in. Hibbert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now Curry. He's got 12. O'Neal a screen on SGA. Can't get the foot there. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court for Indiana, we've got West. Stephen Curry. Oh, what a play!
And, you know, that kind of defensive effort not going to faze LeBron at all because he's resilient.
The shot by George, wide open. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots it up. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Ilgauskas is a 7'3" big man who does a really solid job rebounding the ball.
George passes to Hibbert. And the call will be against Zydrunas Ilgauskas. That'll be his second foul of the game.
15.
Wembanyama against Shaq. Shot clock at 6. Curry on the wing. Over SGA.
Been fantastic at playing within himself on defense. Gilgeous-Alexander using his length well there to contest without fouling.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Wembanyama outside. Pass to Popovich. Here's LeBron. Right wing from downtown. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. And George kicks to Curry. That 3 off the mark. They can stretch the lead to double digits.
I mean, which would obviously put them in a very comfortable position.
It's a pick by Ilgauskas. It's James. Cleared away by George. Pacers trail by 8. Stephen Curry. The long shot, no good.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
Now George. Curry fires the 3 ball from Curry.
Curry is a guy you can trust to get it done when it needs to be done.
It's James. SGA nails the jumper.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Stephen Curry, it's off target. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Now Wembanyama finishing the alley-oop.
Oh, the perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Curry with the crossover, and he got it. Nice execution on the layup.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Now James. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama sets a screen for SGA. And hit the 3. Pacers trail by 7.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Zoned in. George leading, no doubt.
1:03 left in the 4th quarter. SGA against Curry. Wetzler's a 3. And it misses. And so it's Indiana with it. That's the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. No good.
Well, he won't miss many of those. Not when he gets a good look like that.
And an intentional foul right there. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
James outside. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Cavaliers, LeBron James. stepping to the line with 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
So much hype has followed and surrounded LeBron all alone at the stripe. That's when the pressure might affect a player as young as him.
And the Pacers call time here. 23 seconds left in the fourth. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball. He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
At the line, 2 times.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Pacers. They're behind by 8. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Curry fires. He's off from 3. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, LeBron James.